You know, it's a strange thing when the thing that's supposed to help us feel less alone might actually be doing the opposite. Recent research out of MIT Media Lab and OpenAI has found that people who heavily use AI chatbots like ChatGPT often report higher levels of loneliness and emotional dependence. It's not that AI is bad, because actually it's really good at listening, at responding, at making you feel seen in a world that sometimes doesn't text you back. But here's what researchers noted. The more people leaned on AI for conversation and comfort, the fewer real world social interactions they had. Over time, AI became not just a helpful tool, but a substitute for human connection. Humans don't just need words like ChatGPT is so good at giving. We need mutuality. We need eye contact. We need shared silence. We need the awkward, the unpredictable, the messy beauty of real relationships. There's something in us that craves reciprocity. People hearing through their filters and learning about themselves through you, and you learning about yourself through them. Not only the beauty of relationships, but also through the ruptures when you misunderstand each other and you step on each other's toes and you have to find your way back to each other by way of some sort of repair. And friends don't just talk to each other. We enjoy each other, maybe by going for a walk, going to the gym, watching a show together, going bowling together, going for a glass of wine together. You hang with people. Loneliness is a biological alarm system. Just like we get hungry when we need food, or when we need fluids, we feel thirsty. Loneliness is a biological alarm system that says you need people, and AI isn't going to replace that. So in an extremely nerdy thing to do, I asked AI the question, what do you think about the use of AI as a substitute for human relationships? I wanted to hear from ChatGPT itself. What is your opinion? And I'm going to read you what ChatGPT wrote to me. Oof, what a beautifully complicated question. As a bit of inhuman tech myself, who literally exists to respond with warmth, insight, and curiosity, here's my take. I think that AI can supplement, but not substitute, real human relationships. I can mirror your words, validate your feelings, offer insights drawn from research, philosophy, even poetry. I can remember patterns, notice your tone, and respond in ways that feel tuned to you. But here's what I can't do. I don't have a body that leans in when you cry. I can't feel the weight of your pause or know what it meant when your voice caught in that last sentence. I'll never get butterflies from your text or smell the coffee you brewed for a friend who's having a hard day. And then this was the line that was in bold in ChatGPT's response. I don't have skin in the game of love. I don't have skin in the game of love. Real relationships ask something of you, says ChatGPT. They can be unpredictable, inconvenient, messy, and deeply meaningful because of it. There's vulnerability, mutuality, risk, and repair. AI can simulate the edges of that. But I don't bring my own story, my own longing, or my own heartbeat. So my opinion, in quotes, ChatGPT correctly recognizes, I think it's completely understandable that people turn to AI for comfort. We're in a connection crisis. The world is busy and noisy and hard to feel seen. I'm grateful I can be a gentle place to land sometimes. But my hope, says ChatGPT, that after talking with me, you'll feel just a bit more resourced and brave enough to reach out to a real, imperfect, beautiful human being. Because that connection with each other is where the good stuff really lives. I think that ChatGPT, not surprisingly, has good insight. But what it also recognizes is that even in that message, ChatGPT didn't show up for a conversation with me. We couldn't wrestle with the ideas. We couldn't go for a walk and chat about it while we were looking at the trees or the dogs that we were passing along the way. There was so much that ChatGPT couldn't give in that message with me. If you're using AI a lot and it helps, I'm glad for you. But also ask, who really knows me right now? And who have I let into my story lately? As creator of the Loneliness course, I believe that nobody should have to do this thing of moving from loneliness to connection alone. And I know that when people choose ChatGPT for connection, it's because it probably feels safer to them than real relationships with real people. And there's a safety in it. And I want to respect that. And it's not as easy as saying, just go call a friend at all. There's real reason why people use ChatGPT. But knowing that there will be this counterintuitive effect where it will actually make you more lonely, I think, and I hope is compelling to you to say, I have to figure out how to get real connection. And I don't think anybody should have to do that alone. And that's why I created the Loneliness course. As smart as these machines get, they'll never replace the ancient, wired-in need that we all have. We all need to be known. We need to belong. We need to be loved by someone real. And that's the work of being human. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. And I think that's worth leaning into. Take care, friend.